In this video, we're going to use MailChimp to create an automated newsletter. This is going to be one of those ones that you can set and forget, hopefully. So on the left hand side here, you'll notice you've got a few buttons. If you hover over, you've got to create. We don't want to do that right now. Audience, this is where your email list is. Campaigns, these are your one-time emails. And then you've got automations. So we're going to go ahead and click automations. If you scroll on down, on this page you'll notice there's one that says share your blog posts. That's what we're going to be making today. We want to be able to send out a newsletter monthly with our latest blog posts. We're going to give our campaign a name, monthly newsletter with posts maybe, because maybe you can have a different newsletter. I'm not sure what you're doing, but we'll just name it that. Only you'll see this so that you understand what it is. Your clients won't see it. Select the audience. When you click this, a drop down will happen and you will go ahead and choose which email list you want to use. Then you will come into this page, the RSS feed URL. If you are running a WordPress website, 99% of the WordPress sites out there are going to have the /feed, which is where your URL is located for the RSS feed. So all you have to do is put in yourwebsite.com/feed. And to check that that feed is there, just go ahead and you can go to it in your browser and you should see something like this where it says XML and a bunch of gobbledygook. And you know that it's working. It's not a 404 page or anything. So then we tell MailChimp how often do we want to send this, every day, every week, or every month. We'll choose every month. On the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, or the 7th. Let's pretend I want to do it on the 10th day of every month at maybe 7 a.m. Los Angeles time for me. You can choose this, resize your feed images to the template. Depending on your images on the site, this could be a good thing or bad thing. So you might want to run a test doing it both ways and see how it comes out. If you got any questions about this feed, certainly like if I haven't posted my blog lately, will my campaign still go out? No, it will not. Only if you have new content in your feed will it go out. Will my older posts be emailed out in my first campaign? For daily sends, if you haven't posted anything within 24 hours, we won't send anything out. You can read that on your own. You'll understand. But, all right, from here on out, we go click this next button down here in the right-hand corner. We choose our audience. I'll go ahead and choose my newsletter audience. I think you choose twice, didn't it? And then I can choose my entire audience. I can segment or tag certain people in my audience, or group or segment them. I'm just going to go ahead for now and choose my entire audience. Most mail people will tell you not to use your entire audience for spammy reasons, and that is beyond this tutorial. Click the next button. And now this is where you're going to, if you want to change your campaign name, you can change it here. Your email subject is what you can change here. This says posts from RSS feed title for RSS feed date, and the RSS feed title. Now, I'm not sure what that will pull in. It sounds like it's going to pull in one of your blog titles. So what I would recommend is probably just making this a generic subject line, kind of like the month. Actually, if we go back here, didn't we have the date? RSS feed date. So we say monthly newsletter for monthly business name, right? Newsletter for the month of October, whatever this will come up with, whatever you created for your date. You can name this whatever you want. It can say, hey, it's us again. Preview text. This is a little snippet that will appear in the inbox after the subject line. Who is it from? If you want to say from your business name or from your actual name, that will go here. And then the from email address. And then this would be the email address you'd want people to respond to. And then go ahead and look through these settings and see if you want to do any of these. Google Analytics, tracking clicks and opens. You more than likely want to do that because that's the point of these things. Title for the campaign, I would go ahead and just leave this alone. It's probably okay like that. Click these if you want to connect your social media to it and have it actually post online as well after you create your newsletter. And then you can auto convert videos if you happen to put videos in. Let's click next. And now we'll go into the template. What? Oh, it's going to force me to do all this, is it? Well, how about we do this? We're just pretending here, not really doing it. All right, now we select our template. We're going to go ahead and just choose something because it's going to change depending on who you are. You can choose these basic templates and fill in what you want. I'm going to go ahead and just choose something. This is a cool one because I can showcase a product and I can get, showcase more products down here. If you want to throw a product in here, all you have to do is put the image of your product and title it what you want. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to edit the link right here so that it links to the actual product you're trying to sell. I say cancel. I'm saying cancel. You'll also want to do the same thing in here, maybe, or this start shopping button. Here's the link area right here for that if you wanted to go to that product or your shopping page. So I'm going to close that. How do we get that RSS feed in here? It's right here. We've got RSS items. We click and drag and just put it where we want it. And there it is. It's that simple. I wouldn't mess with any of this code because it is code and it can affect what will come out. You can choose to have titles only, the full content of the article, which more often than not, you kind of want your clients to go and click on your website to go to the article. Because the point of all this email marketing is to get their presence on your website. It's called browser boosting. So you might want to choose excerpts, which is just a small clip of the article that you wrote. You don't have to mess with any of this. It's more of an advanced feature. But what it's going to do, it's going to look for all the content in your site. That's new RSS feeds for within the month that you had it. And it will, shoot it out to everybody. And that's really as simple as it is. Throw this wherever you want. If you want to throw a title up here before this, let's say, let's go ahead and choose text. So you can go ahead and actually do something like this. These are the latest stories on our website. And then we can highlight this and call it a heading 1 if we want, or change it to a different style. That didn't change it, did it? Oh, it did. That's a cool one. This TOC header added a square around it, and I kind of like it. So we're going to leave it like that. And obviously this button got out of place, so you can click this little thing, click and drag it up. It's not too difficult. It can get a little dicey sometimes if you aren't careful. But when you're all done, all you have to do is save and close and say next. You just replace all this stuff with what you want your email to look like. And then there you go. You've got your RSS feed on there, your audience, your subject line, your replies. It's going to be tracking. It's an HTML email, which means it's going to look like a little mini website in the email. Plain text email, and some default text content. So they notice I didn't change some of the content. Boo-hoo, I'm not going to do it for this. And it's just verifying some other things. So what I think it's doing is I cannot confirm until I've changed some stuff. But oh, no, up here. So when you're all done, up in this top right corner, look how they do that. That's so confusing, isn't it? You can do a preview and test. So let's go ahead and enter preview mode. And this is exactly what our email is going to look like. And look, you can see my last blog post was this bug tracking one. It would be nice to know, you know, that it would put multiple feeds on there or not. If it doesn't, and I tried to look it up, there is an article on this right here, but it does not state anything about the multiple items, whether this pulls in multiple items or not. It shows multiple items, so I guess you're just gonna have to guess on that one. I think that's probably not a good thing to say. But you can check it on mobile, you can check it on the inbox and the desktop. If for some reason you know what, why don't we test it? That's probably smart, isn't it? Let's pretend, hey, why is there only one on there? We X out. The thing is, I really think it pulls in multiple ones, because if we were to put two, it's probably just going to put it twice, because it's supposed to read through everything that's new. So why don't we go to edit it again? How do we edit it again? How do we do that? Go back to the design, I guess. All right, this is what we'll do. We're going to test it again. We're going to say RSS items. Put one more. Now we got two. Now we're going to see what it does. Next. All right, preview. Enter the preview mode. Ho-ho, it did it twice. So I am correct. So let's pretend, you know what it did? And it pulled in what I wrote this month, I believe, or it pulled in the first one at least. So let's say, you know, today's July 28th, and I started this for today or whatever. If the next August 28th email went out, it's gonna show all the new ones here. So all the new ones I wrote should all display here. So you don't want to put that second one, actually. We're going to close out of that. When you're all done, you can even send a test email to see what it looks like in your actual email. And when you're happy with that, and you don't need to make any more edits, you save and exit. But where do you push it out? Where's the actual email button? That's strange, isn't it? Dashboard campaigns, log out. Am I missing something here? You know what? It might not allow me to confirm because of this default text. So let's remove a lot of this default text. Let's just go delete it and delete it. We'll just pretend this is what we're doing. Oh, we can leave that image. We don't need a logo. We're just making a really simple one. We're going to just save it. So there's no more default. Oh, really? Really, the image? Holy moly, guys. This is way longer than I wanted it to be. Delete. We're going to delete this. Delete. That should be good. Oh, and you can edit this stuff in the footer. And you also want to edit these social links to make sure they link to your actual social media. Ho-ho! Well, looks like we're not going to be emailing this anytime soon. So, the showcase your products, really? Oh my goodness. Like, what if I wanted to say that? What if I wanted to say it? We'll move that up there. Now let's see what happens. Oh, we did it! And there you go, everyone. It says we can start our RSS monthly campaign. And everyone on our email list will get it. But do not forget to do the testing of the emails and the preview to make sure everything's cool.